Hi, my name is Magnus Manga, and I'm coming to you guys with my $700+ manga collection. I'm going to start with this one corner and then work my way down. So I'm going to start with One Punch Man. Right now, I only have about 8 volumes of One Punch Man, mostly ranging from volumes 1 to the end. This is kind of a pattern with most of the series that I have and that my brother has as well, that where I'll buy the first few volumes and then the last few volumes and start working my way down to the middle. And yeah, so I have the latest volume, volume 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, and 18, and that's where the gaps start, with 1 and 8 being the other volumes that I have. Next up is Noragami Stray God, which is a series which I like to call the manga Percy Jackson, because it's pretty much what it is. It goes into like Japanese mythology and kind of that different stuff in like the different Japanese gods and whatever. I have 1 through 6 and then 23, which is the latest volume, just like One Punch Man. Yeah, it's a really good series. I don't think it gets a lot of attention, mostly because it hasn't gotten past season 2, but it has some iconic openings, such as Kyorion Hey Kids by the Oral Cigarettes, which is a really good song. You've probably heard it if you've listened to any anime music. Now we have this short mini comic that was given out at the My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission at theaters when you went to go see that movie. It has some Q&As by Kohei Horikoshi and his editors he's had over the years, and stuff about the movie, some of the new characters, some of the new suits and stuff like that, and even a short mini comic at the end. Next is Mashall, Muscles and Magic, which is a newer series by Hajime Komoto. This is his first series, and it is impressive how funny he is and how like his writing, and yeah, it's just really funny. It reminds me, like, the comedy is very One Punch Man-esque, so if you like that, you're gonna love the series. It also has, it's pretty much just Harry Potter, except where everybody has magic except for the main character. He gets like crazy buff, and where he's like one of the most powerful people in the series just because of how buff he is. Yeah, it's hilarious, and I highly recommend it. After Mashall, I have All You Need Is Kill by Hiroshi Sakurazaka and Takashi Obata, which in Japan was released as a 2-volume set, while in America was released in this nice 1-volume edition. Here's the front cover, and then the back. It got a live-action adaptation in the U.S. called Edge of Tomorrow, and it has Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt as the main cast. It's a really good series. It's kind of Groundhog Day kind of story, where the main character keeps dying, travels back in time, reliving like the same day over and over again, and trying to figure out how to break out of this repetition. Next up is the Black editions of Death Note, the famous series by Tsugumi Oba and Takashi Obata. It's a very famous and iconic series in the anime community, and you've probably heard of it. I only have volumes 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. I do not have 3 yet. It's very hard to find, like very hard to find. After Death Note, I have the Kodansha 3-in-1 omnibuses of Shaman King, which is a very old series from the early 2000s, around the same time as like Naruto and One Piece were coming out. This was in Shonen Jump alongside them. They were originally published in like regular published by Shonen Viz and Shonen Jump in the US. But I think a few years ago, Kodansha got the rights to it and have been releasing these omnibuses. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 of the series. I have not found 1, 2, and 3, but it's a very fun series, very fight, battle shonen-esque. But the main character is very unique compared to a lot of the other characters and main characters coming out in that time. Second row, I have Haikyuu, the volleyball series, which makes up the bulk of my collection. I'm missing 7 volumes in the collection right now, 2 of which are on their way. The other 4 are currently out of stock pretty much everywhere and are impossible to find, so I'm keeping an eye out. It's an amazing sports series, and I'd say it's probably my number 1. Death Note and Fullmetal Alchemist and One Punch Man are also up there, but I'd say for sure Haikyuu is number 1 right now. I'm still reading like One Piece and stuff, which I've heard is amazing. Yeah, so that is the main part of my collection right there. The next 3 volumes I'm going to talk about are actually light novels, not manga, but they are obviously, if you know any anime, it's Naruto. But there are 3 stories that are set in the world of Naruto during the time of Boruto, and I think a few of them ended up being filler arcs in the actual Boruto series. Like a Naruto story is the Family Day Festival, where Naruto and Himawara go out and see the festival. I am still reading them actually. I got them for Christmas. So yeah, they also look really nice like this. Next up is Jujutsu Kaisen by Gege Akutami, which is, I believe it was in the top 3 most tweeted anime, not in TV shows this past year. It's really good. I've watched the whole first season by Studio Mappa, and I have the first 3 volumes right here. The artwork is actually fairly different from the one from the stuff in the anime, but it looks really nice. I think I prefer the art style between Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man are fairly similar, and they're both getting adapted by Mappa. But I think I like the art of Jujutsu Kaisen a little less compared to Chainsaw Man, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, it's a great series. You gotta check it out. Finally, in the collection, I have To Your Eternity, volumes 1, 2, and 4 by Yoshitoki Oima, who did, she did A Silent Voice, which is an amazing series, which I'm looking to get eventually. I recently got season 1, which is the reason why I got it, and it's a pretty good series up until about 12, and I'm still reading past that. So I'm probably not going to get a ton of volumes for a while and focus on finishing some of the other series. But it's a really good series about this orb that is cast upon the Earth, who is to learn about life on there. And he's able to, the orb is able to transform into different people that he meets, and he gets to learn their story, and it's very good. And yeah, so that's all of the manga in my collection. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And check me out on Instagram at MagnusManga29.